Is that Jesus is in the synagogue teaching, and a man with an unclean spirit comes in, and he cries out, and then we pick up at verse 24, Legon, te hemin, kai soy, Iesu Nazarene, elphes apolesai hemas, oida se, tis hahagias tu theou. So the demon cries out, saying, then here's your interrogative pronoun, what to us and to you. Now this sounds probably pretty odd to us, but it is an idiom. You find it in the Septuagint and other places. It's interesting to watch the different translations struggle with it. Like the NASB says, what business do you have with us? The ESV and a few others say something like, what have you to do with us? Which is kind of a strange translation because certainly the demon knew what was going to happen. I don't think he really needed to ask what Jesus wanted to do. That's why the Net Bible says, leave us alone, and the NLT says, why are you interfering with us? Certainly the latter two translations catch the gist of what's going on here. But it is an odd idiom. You can't go word for word. So he says, what to us and to you, Iesu Nazarene. Now, what case is Iesu? Now, we know that the declension pattern for Iesus is defective, so the Omicron upsilon occur in several places, but the key is the epsilon. Nazarenos is an adjective. It's functioning here as a noun. When do you get an epsilon with a second declension word? It's in the vocative, right? So Iesu is also in the vocative. And you might have guessed that from the context. Even though the soy is dative, the demon is speaking directly to Jesus, so the vocative is appropriate. Now this is a question. Here's your aorist, right? Have you come to destroy us? Now, what's this word? Well, if you're learning your roots properly, you'll know this is apa plus lu, which shows itself in the present tense as apollomy. But here, if it's apa plus lu, okay, there's your apa, there's your lu, and the upsilon is changed to an epsilon. It doesn't matter why. The psi tells you it's an aorist active infinitive. So, again, if you're learning your roots, this is pretty straightforward. Have you come to destroy us? Apolesai is called an infinitive of purpose. In other words, the infinitive is giving the purpose behind the main verb. Have you come? Why? What purpose have you come? Have you come in order to destroy us? Have you come to destroy us? Question mark. And then he continues, I know you, another interrogative, and second person singular of me. Again, an odd, to our ears, odd. I know you, who you are. We would probably say, I know who you are in English. But anyway, that's what's going on. And then you have the Holy, or the Holy One of God. Now, hahagias tu theou is called a nominative of appellation. This happens when you have a title in the nominative functioning as if it were a proper name. And sometimes you would have expected a different case. But this is the nominative appellation. It's a title that's functioning as if it's a proper name. So I know you, who you are. Who are you? You are the Holy One of God. And that's why it's nominative. You can also agrees with the second person singular in a, but it's a nominative of appellation. So phrasing is pretty straightforward. What to us and to you, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God. You could probably indent the legon if you wanted to, as kind of a connecting, but you'd want to put his title under the soy and the title here under the a. The one other kind of interesting thing in this whole passage and it's worth kind of discussing in class, is the shifting around of number. Now we know it's one man, and it says he has a singular, unclean spirit. But here it's plural. What to us and to you have you come to destroy us, plural. I know who you are, the Holy One of God. Kind of interesting class discussion to figure out, why do you think he's shifting around like that? It's possible that there was more than one demon in the person and only one was speaking. But maybe it's possible that the demon is speaking for the demonic world as a whole. Anyway, talk about it in class.